Today we will discuss chapter 1 part B. Name of the topic is metallic bonding. You know how many bonds are present in between two atoms. One of the bond was discussed in previous lecture. What is covalent bond? Then next, metallic bonding. Why two metals are combined? These metals are combined. Why these two metals are combined? Why iron and iron combined? Why copper and copper should be combined? One of the reasons behind this we'll discuss in this lecture. You know, in the covalent bonding, one metal and other non-metal can combine because the metals are highly electropositive, non-metal are electronegative. They are combined to formation of metal and non-metal bond. But here, one of the new concepts we will discuss here. What is a metallic bonding present? Why metals are combined? What is a metallic bonding? You know, bonding in metal cannot explain on the basis of ionic bond. Concept of ionic bond essentially require one highly electropositive and one electronegative or to form a covalent bond. This is because properties of metal are very typical. Hence, the bonding suggested for metals should explain most of the properties metal such as. Due to this bonding in between two atoms, some importance or some typical properties formation of the metals. Which properties gives a importance of the metals? One of them is which? So one of them is first malleability and ductility. Malleability ductility second most important property hardness. Third most important property electrical and thermal conductivity. And last one is which? Shining metallic luster. These four important properties shows any metal. Okay. Then next, various theory have been proposed to explain the metallic bonding. This theory, which one? First is electron C theory or free electron theory. Free electron theory or electron C theory. Then next, valence bond theory or resonance theory. Or resonance theory. And last one is molecular orbital theory. These three theory can explain how metal bonds are formed, why they are combined, why they give some important properties. These three theory can explain on the basis of metallic bond through mobile electron. Through mobile electron. Let's discuss one of the first theory, free electron theory. What is free electron theory? Discuss with first free electron theory. This theory can put forth some important structure with metals and mobile electron. This theory is known as electron sea theory or electron gas theory. Or electron sea theory or electron gas theory. This theory proposed by two scientists, one of Durant and Lange. Duris and Lange. These two scientists can propose by this free electron theory. What is the main thing? What is the concept of this theory? The metal atom contains fair number of electrons. First point, fair number of electrons. Which is the fair number of electron? Suppose those metal have loses its electron easily. The next, metal have low ionization energy. The metal have low ionization The metals have a low ionization energy. These two important concepts favor number of electron. The metal lose its self electron easily. It may be 1, 2 or 3. Suppose sodium metal atomic number is 11. Electronic configuration 281. The one electron loses easily through sodium atom. Hence, favor number of electron. Sodium loses its one electron. Hence, I am written here 1. Suppose magnesium loses its 2 electron easily. Here I am right here 2 electron loses. Then aluminum third and number of these. The metals have a low ionization energy. Those metals have loses its self electron easily through lesser energy. That means it required a minimum energy from loses its self electron. Those atoms to combine, those metals have combined to formation of metal bond. Then next, according to this theory, metal atom loses electron. This electron is known as mobile electron. Suppose I am right here one metal sheet. Here number of electrons are here. Suppose one of example here ferrous. This ferrous loses its one electron, minus one electron. Again this ferrous one again loses its another electron to give two positive, like this way. Here one metal sheet. Suppose here is a one iron sheet. This one electron loses of Fe to gives Fe positive. Here can generate one positive hole. Am I right? Number of iron here. Suppose number of iron here. Fe positive, Fe positive, Fe positive, Fe positive, Fe positive, Fe positive. Number of Fe positive are there. It may be Fe2 positive are there. Okay. Suppose here Fe2 positive are there. These positive ion of metal is known as carnel. That is a hole. Carnel hole. Here one of the space, one of the empty space for this electron. What is this? It is a mobile electron. What is this? It is a mobile electron. Then this kernel of positive metal ion and this here it is a mobile electron. This mobile electron can freely move from this metal sheet inside the metal sheet, and some positive hole can be generated where when one electron or two electron loses through metal atom, this mobile electron and this positive hole, they are come contact with each other. They are come contact with each other in the formation of metal bond. Positive hole of metal atom and freely move mobile electron can come contact with each other to form metal bond. To form a metal bond, to form a metal bond. This is a free electron theory concept. Electron was not localized or confined. That is not direct bond. This mobile electron come contact with positive hole. How much time? I don't know. Then this electron loses again. म्हणजे काय? काही वेळापुरता हा पॉझिटिव्ह होल सोबत कॉन्टॅक्ट होईल, पुन्हा मोबाईल इलेक्ट्रॉन इथून निघून जाईल. म्हणजेच काय, तर हा इलेक्ट्रॉन इथे आला, इथून याच्यामध्ये इथे कॉन्टॅक्ट मध्ये गेला, इथून याच्या कॉन्टॅक्ट मध्ये गेला, असं तो काय करतो की एक एक स्टेप तो पुढल्या होल मध्ये कन्व्हर्ट होतो, पुढल्या स्टेज तो काय करतो, कव्हर करतो. म्हणजे काय, देयर इज अ मोबाईल इलेक्ट्रॉन can come contact with number of metal atom, they from towards, they can move from one metal to other metal. Such a number of mobile electrons are there, hence gives is some four important properties of any metals on the basis of this mobile electron. Okay, then the combined force of attraction between mobile electron and positive metals ion together constitute the mobile metallic bond. The electron acts as short of glue to bind the ion together. The force of attraction between metal ion and electron is uniform in all three dimensions, because these mobile electron and metal, they are anywhere inside the sheet, so it is a not any perfect direction. In three-dimensional, mobile electrons are moved in all directional. Positive metals are present in all directional. Then there is a non-directional bond. It is a non-directional bond because they cannot perfect any angular axis like a sigma bond, like a pi bond, because they are come contact on face to face, or they are come contact on the angular axis, on the linear axis, but this here no present any axis, because mobile electron are freely moved. Metals kernels or metal positive holes are freely available inside the metal sheet. It is a non-directional bond. It is a non-directional bond. The metallic bond differ from covalent bond in two aspects. Why is metallic bond different from covalent bond? One of the important things, one of which is it is a non-directional bond. The covalent bond, what is covalent bond? Because covalent bond is directional. Covalent bond is directional. आपण पाहिलं कार्बन ऑक्सिजन मॉलिक्यूल मध्ये या X मधला एक इलेक्ट्रॉन, या X मधला एक इलेक्ट्रॉन, तो फॉर्मेशन ऑफ सिंगल कोव्हॅलेंट बॉन्ड लाईक दिस वे. तसं इथं नाही. Metallic bond differ from covalent bond. Metallic bond is a non-directional. They are present in three-dimensional or three-dimensional structure. Then it is a weaker than covalent bond. It is weaker than covalent bond. Exam मध्ये fill in the blank तुम्हाला येऊ शकतं. Metallic bond is a ... than covalent bond. It is a weaker covalent. It is a weaker than covalent bond. The strength of metallic bond increases with increasing number of valence electron. The strength, next important concept of the metallic bond is strength. Number of electron loses when the metal strength increases. Metallic strength increases. म्हणजेच काय, suppose sodium it loses one electron, magnesium loses 2 electron, aluminum loses 3 electron, then the metallic strength increases from sodium to magnesium. जो जेवढा जास्त इलेक्ट्रॉन इझिली लूज करेल त्याच्यामध्ये मेटॅलिक बॉन्डची स्ट्रेंथ ती काय होईल, वाढेल राहील. साहजिक जर 3 इलेक्ट्रॉन लूज करतो म्हणजे काय, या सीट मध्ये जे 3 इलेक्ट्रॉन इझिली मूव्ह होतील, फ्री इलेक्ट्रॉन होतील, मूव्ह होतील. म्हणून सोडियम टू ॲल्युमिनियम मेटॅलिक स्ट्रेंथ इज increases. Then there is a mobile, sorry, there is a free electron theory or electron sea theory. This theory gives us some important concept of metal, some important properties of the metal. First is electrical and thermal conductivity. Then here we will discuss a new important topic, properties of metal on the basis of free electron theory. Properties of metal on the basis of free electron theory. Free electron theory. First property is electrical and thermal conductivity. Electrical and thermal conductivity. Due to freely move mobile electron can be generate some electrical field. Electrical conductivity in which metals is due to movement of electron in electrical field, because freely electron move from one metal carbonyl hole to one metal carbonyl another hole. This electron can move from one position to another position, can generate some electrical field, can generate some electrical field. This is possible due to presence of mobile electron which move on applying the potential difference. Hence metal act as good conductors of electricity, because one electron move. Suppose here one mobile electron can contact with Fe positive. Then next stage, this mobile electron can drop this metal, then easily move to another metal carbonyl hole. Like this situation, mobile electron can cover one metal to other metal, one metal to other metal, and can generate the electricity. Can generate the electricity, because this mobile electron can come contact on chain, through chain from one metal to other, one metal to other. Then it can generate, it can move electricity, it can move energy from one metal to other metal. Hence it can easily move and can generate इलेक्ट्रिकल अँड थर्मल कंडक्टिव्हिटी. म्हणजे हा इलेक्ट्रॉन काय करतो, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी वाहून नेण्याचं एक उत्तम कार्य तो करू शकतो. म्हणून इलेक्ट्रिकल अँड थर्मल कंडक्टिव्हिटी तो दाखवतो. कशामुळे, ड्यू टू प्रेझेन्स ऑफ सी इलेक्ट्रॉन, ड्यू टू प्रेझेन्स ऑफ फ्री मोबाईल इलेक्ट्रॉन. याच्यामुळे काय होतं, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी काय होते, जनरेट होते. उदाहरणार्थ आपण एक मेटलचा एक रॉड घेतला, हा सध्या काय एक कोल्ड कंडिशन मधला किंवा रूम टेम्परेचर मधला आपण काय केलंय, रॉड घेतला, याला जर आपण हीट केलं ऍट वन एंड, हे काय मेटल रॉड आहे, हा काय वन एंडला आपण हीट केला, म्हणजेच काय याला आपण हीट एनर्जी सप्लाय केली, याला काय केली आपण हीट एनर्जी सप्लाय केली, मग ती मेटल शीट असो किंवा एखादा मेटलचा रॉड असो, तो काय करतो, ज्यावेळेस आपण हीट ज्यावेळेस सप्लाय केली त्यावेळेस यामधले मोबाईल इलेक्ट्रॉन हे काय होतात, फास्ट मूव्ह होतात, काय होतात, फास्ट मूव्ह होतात, कोणाकडून कोणाकडे, हॉट बॉडी टू कोल्ड बॉडी, काय होतं, हॉट बॉडी टू कोल्ड बॉडी, दिस फ्री मोबाईल इलेक्ट्रॉन कॅन मूव्ह फ्रॉम हॉट बॉडी टू कोल्ड बॉडी. ओके, म्हणजेच काय याच्यावर लक्षात येतं की याच्यामध्ये फ्री इलेक्ट्रॉन प्रेझेंट आहे, म्हणजेच काय ते हीट वाहून नेण्याचं काम करतात. इट कॅन हेल्प टू मूव्हिंग ए हीट एनर्जी फ्रॉम हॉट एंड टू कोल्ड एंड. आणि यावरच आपला सेकंड थर्मोडायनामिक लॉ काय आलेला आहे, याच्यावर हीट कॅन मूव्ह फ्रॉम हॉट बॉडी टू कोल्ड बॉडी. Then next, the electrical and thermal conductivity also depend upon the number of valence electron. The electrical and thermal conductivity can be depend upon number of valence electron. Number of valence electron increases, strength also increases. यावरच आपण म्हणतो की सगळे धातू, all metals can move a electrical conductivity or move from electrical energy. म्हणजे प्रत्येक धातूमधून विद्युत धारा ही वाहू शकते ड्यू टू प्रेझेंस ऑफ दिस मोबाईल और सी इलेक्ट्रॉन. ओके, देन नेक्स्ट प्रॉपर्टी, malleability and ductility. What is the malleability and what is ductility? What is the malleability? The properties of metal to from thin sheet on hammering is called as malleability. Suppose here on hammering, through any hammer, this metal sheet can convert into thin sheet, or can on the at this end can be moved, can be size is less. Why is this possible? Because due to presence of mobile electron, on hammering here, on hammering at this end, ज्यावेळेस आपण एखादा आघात या मेटल वरती टाकतो त्यावेळेस यामध्ये असलेले जे इलेक्ट्रॉन्स आहेत हे कुणीकडे डायव्हर्ट होतात, ज्या साइडले प्रेशर पडलं नसेल तिकडे काय होते, डायव्हर्ट होतात. म्हणून तो जर काही स्पेस रिकामा होतो मोबाईल इलेक्ट्रॉनचा, त्यामुळे काय होतं की तोच मेटलचा स्पेस हा काय होतो, खाली पुश होतो आणि त्यामुळे ही साइडची ही एक काय त्या एंडची साइज ही काय होते, कमी कमी होत जाते. Similarly, properties of metal to be drawn into a wire called as ductility. Both these property can be explained as follows. What is ductility? Any metals can convert into a thin long thread like a wire called as ductility. म्हणजे काय, आपण त्यापासून तारा निर्माण करू शकतो. That is a ductility. मग why metal, any metal shows these two property? The reason behind them, metal consists of positive metal ion embedded into a C electron. When the metal is hammered, subjected to stress, the metal ion layer slide and converted to each other. There is a electron act as cushion on which the layers slide smoothly to from thin sheet or wire. ज्यावेळेस आपण त्याला हॅमरिंग करतो त्यावेळेस काय होतो की ज्या साइडला आपण हॅमर करतो तिथला स्पेस कमी होतो, मोबाईल इलेक्ट्रॉन काय होतात पुढे डायव्हर्ट होतात आणि जसे डायव्हर्ट होतात तसे आपण एक वायर तयार करत राहू त्यावेळेस इलेक्ट्रॉन काय होतात पुढे डायव्हर्ट होत राहून एक आपल्याला थ्रेड लाईक स्ट्रक्चर आपण त्याचे तारा निर्माण करू शकतो. दुसरा आहे मेटॅलिक लुस्टर. थर्ड वन प्रॉपर्टी मेटॅलिक लुस्टर. Metallic luster. The metal have a typical shining luster. This is due to presence of mobile or free electron. The electron absorb light from re-emit it. Suppose this electron can absorb a light energy from one position to other position. Suppose that here one electron transferred a h mu, some light energy transferred here. This mobile electron, it is a ground state. It gains some light energy and goes through its excited state. ज्यावेळेस तो काही एनर्जी घेऊन त्याच्या एक्साइटेड स्टेट मध्ये जातो त्यावेळेस त्याला काही लाईट एनर्जी गेन केलेली असते आणि ज्यावेळेस तो त्याच्या ग्राउंड स्टेटला येतो त्यावेळेस तो काही लाईट एनर्जी काय करतो री-इमिट त्यामुळे आपल्याला मेटल्स हे शायनिंग किंवा लुस्टर दिसतात. When they are come contact with light, it absorbs some light energy and goes through its excited state. This excited state electrons come contact, electron can keep its original position, then it loses some light or then it loses some light energy is called as a re-emit. It is a re-emit. This re-emit shows some shining luster. One of the example is gold, platinum, silver. This is the most of the shining luster. Then this is the three important properties on the basis of free electron theory. First is electrical and thermal conductivity. Second is malleability and ductility, and third one is metallic luster. I am stop here.